How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Nathan in particular. Today we're going to be continuing the Stanley Parable. I started loading up the game and this popped up and it says, please adjust the slider until the dog and the cat are friends. So, alright. Very interesting. Okay. So the number 5 becomes the number 9. Alright. Oh. Number 9. Got it. Until you stop adjusting the slider. Okay. Alright. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Scrumptious or Akaboinkle? Let's go Akaboinkle. Let's go Akaboinkle. Oh, yeah. Please don't adjust the slider. Got it. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. Yes. Will you come back to visit me? Yes. Sure. Oh yeah. Right. When we last left off, it was a roller coaster ride. We were going all over the place. We were going everywhere. But it ended with us unlocking this and the game calling itself the Stanley Parable 2. So, how about we get in here and see what's going to happen? Load in. Loading screen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company
Look,
in
there's
a big
balloons
building
now.
where he was employee number 427.
There wasn't balloons in there first
Employee
time.
number 427's job was simple.
Yeah,
He
no.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to
We're gonna
him
let it
through a
play
monitor
out.
on his desk, telling him what buttons to push,
See if anything's
how
different.
long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Oh,
And
heck
although
yeah.
others might have considered it soul-rending,
Soul
Stanley
rending.
relished every moment that the orders
That's
came.
a spell in
As though he
Skyrim,
had
I'm
been
pretty sure.
made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley was happy.
And
Stanley.
then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
He's in the second game.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay, so it
No
seems
one had
like
showed up to give him
the
instructions,
only thing that was
call a
different
meeting,
is the
or even
balloons
say
in the
hi.
cutscene here.
Never in all his years
Yeah.
at the company had
Happy
this
12th
happened.
birthday,
This
step-niece.
complete isolation.
Wow.
Something was
It's not the
very
one we
clearly
picked, but
wrong.
they picked the
Shocked,
opposite of what
frozen
we
solid,
Stanley
Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Also, yesterday was the 4th of July, so happy 4th. Well, happy belated 4th, because I didn't upload yesterday because of, family stuff. I was busy all day with the kid and the fireworks and cooking food, stuff like that, So, anyway, we're going to continue it today, and I hope you had a good holiday. Hope you're feeling extra independent yesterday.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We are going to do what we came here to do. The bucket's here. This microphone's being janky. I'm just kidding, baby. I love you. Okay, there. Now that feels a little more normal. That feels like where it should be at. But the bucket is here. That rope was never there. We're gonna take the bucket with us.
Picked up the bucket.
Yeah. Be my Valentine. That's different as well. Look, there's balloons over here now. Cool. Okay, so we got a bucket. The balloons are around the office, so that's a new thing. I'm still trying every door, because, you know,
Stanley
happens.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh, should we see if something will happen if we just don't do what he tells us again? It's so tempting. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Happens.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
Oh.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah. We going. We doing it. We getting in here. All right, bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Probably.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Yes.
How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Oh, bucket. Praise ye, bucket. Take me to where I need to go.
No, never mind.
Oh.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
We've never done that. But I kind of want to just jank up the story again.
No,
Said the bucket.
No.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Huh.
Stanley did
Wait a
not
minute.
question why or
Look,
how this
look at
bucket
that.
was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Or did I? Danger everywhere. Okay. We've never been in here. Let's check this out. What is this?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
I mean,
What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
alright.
Please, step in here for a moment.
It's creepy in there. Oh no. Oh, look at this. Is this
Now
a
then,
bucket?
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Oh, those
Okay,
blue
let's
lights are
begin.
cool.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of
What?
a bucket,
What?
not an actual bucket.
No. No way.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
None of them are buckets. They're not really buckets. Okay. Okay. So this one's not a
Item
bucket.
3. Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect.
Oh!
This is a bucket.
No. No. How are they gonna do that to me?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical here. Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I did. Would he have said it was a bucket if I said no?
Is this a bucket?
Okay.
Incorrect.
Oh,
This is a bucket.
no. I knew it. I knew it. I'm never going to get him right. Who wants to be a bucket in there?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
Oh, wait. So I would have got that one right regardless.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be around here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do
You know
believe
what?
that.
I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've
You're
lost
welcome.
all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Do you know what a bucket is?
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to
Oh,
begin with.
no.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
No. My bucket. My bucket.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Well,
this is
well, well.
Wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that
I
information
hope I don't
might
run
do
into
to a
anybody
person.
else.
All right, here we go.
It'd be a little scary. Mustache. A mustache. Okay.
All of his
All
coworkers
right.
were gone. What could
So,
it mean?
That
Stanley
was
decided to go to the meeting
quite the
room.
interesting
Perhaps he had
reset we
simply
got
missed a
there.
memo.
We're gonna take the bucket again, but
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms.
We're going
and a
to go
wave of
left
comfort
this time.
rushed over him.
let's go, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Let's go, bucket. Bucket, bucket.
Still no
Yeah.
one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his
All right.
boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Well, let's go.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day.
Oh,
this
yeah.
broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Hey.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
Yeah.
No.
Can't hand over.
Getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low
What?
the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this
Right.
is worse than I had imagined.
Well,
Wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
I'm gonna have
That
to
your
fight a
life is
broom
so
closet.
banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley.
That might be
Lay
true.
into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed
right.
and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Okay, first off, how dare you want my bucket? Second of all, me and this bucket have history, okay?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Oh,
There.
what
Now
now?
it's settled.
What
No
now?
more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah,
with all your
shove
meandering
off.
philosophical diatribes
Go on
about
somewhere.
the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Man. That's right. Let's go.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
We heading up in there. We are getting in there. That was weird. It's like some magical fairy noise. Bucket, do you want to ride the elevator? Bucket. Oh god. I always think there's gonna be like somebody. Oh wait, no, the elevator doesn't go anywhere. That's right. I remember.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
Okay.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, it's
Nor
a
in
little
his
awkward.
bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
The bucket knows all.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Sweet, sweet bucket. Guide me. Guide me. I love you, bucket. Oh, great bucket. Property of Stanley. Who is I? I am Stanley. Bucky Bucket belongs to me.
The elevator
Oh,
raced
great
downward,
bucket.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It
Okay.
would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Let's go, bucket. Let's do it. Little bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
I'm tempted. I'm tempted. But I kind of want to know if anything's going to change with the bucket if we go this way. You know what I mean?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Yeah.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Well, bucket, we're doing this. 'Cause I got a bucket full of sunshine.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office
Nonsense.
was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
I would never
Bucket
drop my
had
bucket.
never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
It's okay, bucket. I've got you. It's okay.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Right. Hey, look, there's
No!
ours.
He screamed into the bucket. He
Into
couldn't
the
accept
bucket.
it. His own life
No!
in someone else's control.
No,
Never!
bucket,
He
never!
squeezed the bucket tighter.
I'll never let
His
go.
one friend in the entire world.
Never.
At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Oh, bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating,
Okay,
working,
okay.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good.
Let's do it.
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Best
They
friends with
high-fived
Bucky
in a
Bucket.
really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Well, let's do it. Hello?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Yep. That's us.
Was it over?
Was it over? Maybe.
Yes, they had done it.
They had done it.
Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control
Yes.
machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
Yes.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live
Yes.
once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Okay.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
All
True,
right.
it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
What?
What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
No.
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No, no, no. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while
It's
this
my
building
bucket.
has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, I don't know about this. Oh no! No! My bucket! My bucket!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My bucket!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, hey look, it still has the
The
property Stanley on it.
confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley
Okay.
embraced the bucket.
Okay. Well, since they did us dirty, we gonna do them dirty right back. Let's go.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Nope.
to his chest. And
Get
this was
curved,
not
boy.
the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
Indeed.
him that the employee lounge was
Oh,
simply
we
the
gone.
place to
No,
be.
we getting through here.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh,
Stanley took the door on his left.
we getting
Go
out of
back
here.
to
We
the
we
meeting
going the wrong way. We ain't standing up for
No.
that.
said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Let's go
the
up here.
cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
Whoa!
speaking to him.
Look.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think
How do
about
we
this
get
obvious
that?
fact. He was firmly
There's a
convinced that the
vent?
bucket had spoken to him, and he
I
unthinkingly
want
did
that.
whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
A dark room? What dark room? This room? Oh, that room. Oh. Haha. Let's go. Oh my goodness.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life
We
together.
technically didn't do this, so let's do it.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
And his bucket.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then,
Fair.
very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Well, I mean, technically. Well, nothing's happening. Oh. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press H to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Okay. Press Q to take me back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him.
Huh.
Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
I don't know. J to go back to work. Okay.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley,
Yes?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
Okay.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Okay. Okay.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know,
This
once upon a
is
time it was
kinda
me
creepy.
he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press R to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Got it.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's
Oh?
just going to
Oh?
cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
That's fair. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Okay.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I
Yeah.
trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Alright. Oh no. Well,
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
good question. Let's go. Let's go home. Oh, golly.
I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it
No.
to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
No. No. It's for the customer. No. Go back to work, Stanley. How dare you take my bucket?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Well, you took my
Stanley
bucket.
decided to
How
go to
dare
the meeting
you?
room. Perhaps
That
he
was
had
my
simply
bucket.
missed a memo.
Give me that.
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms.
It's my
With the
bucket.
bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Okay, tell you what.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
We're gonna
tightly
go
to
the
his
wrong way
This
again.
was not the correct way to the meeting room.
All
But
right.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
So,
telling him that the employee lounge
We're going
was simply
the wrong way
place to
again,
be.
but we're not going to go
And
to
here it
that
was.
room.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I want to know where.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I want to know how to get that
No,
Said the
thing.
bucket.
You know what I mean?
don't go to the meeting room.
Stanley
Go
statue.
somewhere else. The cargo lift,
Oh.
yes. Go
Hey.
there. Go to the cargo lift.
Let's get it.
You found one of them. One of the
Hey,
miniature Stanley figurines.
got it.
Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
That's okay.
You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Will do. Will do. The real question is, what do we do now? Do I go through here? No, you do not. Oh,
But Stanley feared that any path he walked
oh,
might lead to
whoops.
the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
okay.
How deeply touching.
Well, I didn't mean to do that, but hey, we'd never seen that before, so we'll
A
take
soft
it.
wind blew outside and perhaps rain
What in
started.
the world?
And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day
What in
see
the world?
weather.
Okay. Meeting today in the meeting room. Okay. Should we take the bucket with us?
Stanley picked
Sure.
up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone.
Okay.
Not with the bucket around.
Let's go. Alright, so
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
We'll-
to his chest and entered
we'll
the
head
door
this
on his
way.
left.
but this time we'll go downstairs instead of upstairs. That sounds like a good idea. Oh wait, how can we find them? That's new. Mission status. Inside the sequel exhibit, a large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with stairs, somewhere both red and blue. Nearby, a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person. Okay. So stairs, both red and blue, a fireplace, and a private place. Okay. No. Okay, so how about in here? How about we go
Coming
downstairs?
to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
There's one.
Another miniature
Hey.
Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under
Yeah,
your
okay.
belt.
Stanlerine. Alright, I got
But
red.
Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had
Okay.
left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. He looked
Let's
down at the
see.
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the
Well,
bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed
I don't like
the
that
room
music.
for repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious. he exclaimed. "Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad.
Oh,
Where is it?
man.
I must find it." Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
Oh no,
Could it
my
truly be?
bucket.
He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
Oh my goodness.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh man, what a
It was
twist.
incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
That's fair, I guess. No, me bucket.
This
me
is the
bucket.
story of a woman named Mariella.
Marielle. Marielle.
Mariella woke up on a day like any
Mariella.
other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked
Oh.
to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of
Indeed.
course, he
That's
got
exactly what
mad,
happened.
ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps
Listen,
he
you
didn't
took my
even
bucket from me.
realize He'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought. And she hugged
Mariella.
her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself.
All right.
My life kicks ass. And she backflipped
Okay.
all the way to work.
Well then. Okay. Nice. Hello? Okay, so basically what they're
The
saying
good old bucket.
is
Just
that-
Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
two stalwart friends on another big city adventure. Alright,
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
okay.
and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting
So we're gonna
room,
go in
but
here.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
But then we're
telling
gonna
him
go
that the
in that doorway to
employee
the
lounge
left,
was
'cause we've
simply
never
the
done
place to
that.
be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind.
Alright.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to them, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Ooh, we haven't been down here. Interesting. I never knew there was an elevator here.
Good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd
Oh
find
my
this place
goodness.
eventually.
What is happening? What is this?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Okay.
We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a
Okay.
sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm
What's
the
that
one who
noise?
gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Whee! Look at that
The
wacky
f-
line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great
Whoa.
jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as
What?
classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Oh, the bucket, right? I mean, I really don't have an attachment to old Bucky here. But I want to keep him just because you don't want me to have him.
Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Oh, goodness.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
I don't know about that.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Yes.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
But what? Now, hear me out. What if I didn't do that?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Bible or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now. The fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want.
No. No. I can't do it because you wanted me to do it. What is happening? What is this?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Magnificent. All right, well, I mean, he wanted to kill the bucket, and it's just a bucket. I mean, come on. It's a little over the top for my bucket to be killed, okay? Okay. Well,
just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
That was interesting.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Listen,
but Stanley had felt the bucket.
I'm gonna throw the bucket in the machine this time, okay?
Employee lounge time with it. Don't you want another story involving the adventure line?
Yeah, let's go.
We could make the adventure line go somewhere new.
Come on, Bombanos.
That's what the fans...
Everybody, let's go.
Look at that wacky line.
That
Who
might
knows
be
where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Yeah.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Oh god, here it goes
Stanley
again.
is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh gosh.
It's as classic now as it was back then.
That is
Let's
pretty
do
classic.
It for the fans, Stanley. Will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
It won't let me.
That is its singular personality trait.
It won't let me.
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Alright, so we went and tried to throw the bucket into the
Am I
machine,
sure that
but
the orders
it wouldn't
stopped
let
coming
us
in?
do that.
How is that
So,
possible? They never stopped.
yeah.
Surely I was
Alright, so we're
mistaken.
not going to take the bucket this time. And we're going to see if that elevator is still there.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
It's true.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
We're gonna
on
try
his
that.
left.
Is the elevator still here
And
without
so
the
he
bucket?
detoured
It
through the maintenance
is.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
All right. So we're gonna try this out without the bucket and see what happens.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get
Oh.
even further off track.
Oh.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay. Well, it won't let me go the other way. So left it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh my gosh.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no, no,
gosh.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
This door. This door. Do it.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left,
Right.
right.
Is this an old Nintendo
Yep,
code?
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. All right. Let's go. This isn't creepy. Oh, hey.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley,
I
close your
remember.
eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Well-
Okay, from the top.
Listen, man. I was just
All of his
doing.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
You know what? That's
Stanley
fine.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Oh,
missed
the
a memo.
bucket's gone. The bucket is completely gone. Isn't that something? They just completely got rid of it. That's okay.
When Stanley... Wait,
Oh,
what?
What?
No,
Indeed.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Okay.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did
Perhaps.
you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It
Yeah.
was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one looks good, so here we go. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Okay. This is kind of eerie.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No, I'm exploring.
It's unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
No.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
No.
Why not?
No, I was exploring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Well,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
was that? Huh. Okay. Well. Oh,
Okay, yep, it's worse.
yep.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back
Okay.
the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Let's go. I'm ready. All right. Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The
Oh, this is
story.
creepy.
Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way
Oh,
and
oh,
retrace
man.
our steps.
Listen, man. You're running me around in circles. What in the world? Oh, golly. I don't
Now
like
this-
this.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
pretty
I
creepy.
can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Do you remember, Stanley?
I do.
Well, do you know
yes.
what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Okay.
You win!
Hey!
Congratulations!
Oh
I
yeah,
know you put in a lot of hard
baby!
work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no.
Oh
I
man.
don't feel right about this at all.
Yeah,
we
I
both
figured.
know you didn't put in any actual work for
Hey.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what
a little
might happen
creepy.
this time. I have to restart.
Oh boy. Here we go. Hey. Okay. Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Adventure
Just follow
line.
the line. How simple is that?
Oh. Oh. Hey, we never got to go through here. All right. All right. This
You
is
see,
new.
the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley.
Onward
to destiny.
indeed. To
Here's a
destiny.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
No story.
Simply by
huh?
the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey
Whoa.
such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
A little bit.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with
Oh
all
gosh. Oh
that.
gosh.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the
Oh
mood.
yeah, hit me with it. Oh yeah.
Wait, cut the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Got it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no,
no.
not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Oh, gosh.
Restart.
All right. Wait, he's not.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people,
Fair.
right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Okay.
Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Which direction? Aha. Let's go. All right.
Now, yes, this is
Yeah.
exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh, yes. Let's do it. New area. Let's.
Oh, no, not you again.
Goodness.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yeah.
From here, the story is in our control.
Let's do it.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. Which means
Okay.
that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Maybe.
And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
But do I get to choose? No. Okay. The confusion ending?
Oh, hold on, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this
What?
is? It's all one giant
For a long
ending?
time, Stanley dies?
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again.
Okay.
Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Okay.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Well, let's...
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Maybe?
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
Don't say that.
happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know,
Oh, man.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll
All
find
right.
out, won't we?
I
Eventually.
guess.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
What? No.
All
No.
of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
The bucket's back. What's happening?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Stairs somewhere both red and blue, nearby fireplace, blah blah blah. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I notice he's not like talking in like every room that he normally talks in. Hey.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines. And now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Let's
What
call
do
them
you think,
Figlies.
Stanley?
I like
What name
Figlies.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. Stigley's was pretty good. Like that. Okay,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's
Okay.
desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
sorry.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Noise. Okay. Aha.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
Yeah.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines.
Figure
Very soon,
Anlarines.
You'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
All right.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all.
Now
you
we
can't
have them
go
all.
back to when you had no Figler Anlarines.
Figure Anlarines. AKA Figlies. Figlies. Oh, right. Down the elevator we go. Let's do it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright.
The
maybe-
lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Maybe I should have went the other way again.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
yeah.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, look, there's our office over there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to
Oh,
believe.
yeah,
It couldn't
yeah,
be
yeah.
true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
go. Let's go.
He refused to
do it.
believe it. He couldn't accept it.
Pirate.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Pirate.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the
Okay.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or
Okay.
content. Walking, eating,
Well,
working. All of
the
it
thing
monitored and
is-
commanded from this very place. And as the cold
I should
reality
have
of his
gone the
past
other way.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible...
Nice. We turned it off. That's right. Oh, yes.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Well, probably not.
Yes. He had won. He had...
Okay, so we accidentally repeated an ending.
All of his co-workers
So
were gone.
we're
What could it
going
mean?
to
Stanley decided to
go
go
out
to the
here.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
and see if we can't keep going with what we were doing. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Yeah,
knew it
but-
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
That
to
was
stop by the
strange.
employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
Yeah.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nonsense. We're heading back down the elevator. We don't care. Let's-
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top.
What? 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 It closed the game out. It legit closed out the game. Is that part of the game? Was it supposed to close out, or did it actually just like straight up crash? Okay. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? That's 12:41. Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. Okay. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a job day or a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Okay. That's a little weird. But we're gonna end the video there. Absolutely crazy. It actually shut the game out, and I think it was part of the game for that to happen. So this game is absolutely bonkers. But I love it. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, and as always, I hope you have a good one.